Hi, I'm Josie, and I'm kind of dumb. The show I'm going to be going to is next Saturday. I'm filming this on Saturday, which means this is day 7, so I'm like a day behind. There's no day 8 because I'm just dumb, totally dumb. I am a mom, and I'm doing my first bikini prep for an NPC Bikini show competition. And bodybuilding as a mom is very interesting. One thing it's definitely taught me and my husband, as he's supporting me, is to really, really nail down some kind of a schedule. And honestly, also for both of us to just be kind of okay with doing our own thing for a while here. The other thing is getting me better at meal prepping, but not just meal prepping food for myself, doing things for my family too. Today, though, the video is going to be pretty short. I'm just going to kind of go over surprising areas in which I've gotten lean. So one of the first things is just my face. And I'm going to overlay a video where I was in the gym, and this is a recreation, but I was like in the gym and I was washing my hands after using the bathroom, and I was like, what the heck? I didn't clean my face, and I was trying to scrub dirt off. It wasn't dirt. It was a shadow. So I was like expecting to get lean. Oh, sorry, hold on. The best place for filming is just right here. So I wasn't expecting to get lean, or I was expecting to get lean like here in the front, right? And I definitely am a little leaner, but I got lean way back. Do you see this? Do you see how that's where I got lean on my face, back here? And now I was getting all kinds of forehead veins, but my face still felt very wide. But that's because I got quite a bit of fat in my cheeks up front. So the fat that's disappearing, I wasn't noticing. It was all this fat. So if you are on show day and you're like, wow, I feel like everyone's got these sunken in faces and stuff, and I don't, I guess if you don't like that look, be grateful that you're losing fat in different ways. We lose fat at different rates in different places from other people. We're all different. We have different body types. And because of my dad, I got full cheeks. Maybe if I was 100% like my mom, I might have more of the forward-facing leanness. But nope, it's right by my ears. That's where I lost a lot of my face fat. And we've got 1,100 to like 1,200 calories, so sub 1,300 calorie days coming up. Even if I want to go to the Clash after this next show, I do think that I probably will. I'm probably still just going to eat what I want after this show. And just enjoy that night and maybe like a pastry in the morning and then back on schedule. I don't know what my coach is going to think about that, but heaven forbid, I will have another 4 weeks to plan, so I think I'll be okay. And the other thing is getting lean. I never noticed how lean my back was getting. So I actually, in my very early check-ins, when I was like 130 to 128, I actually have enough muscularity that I can in fact have just visible abs at that weight. I'm gonna put a picture off to the side. That's me at my very first like check-in. And I started the day at 130 on the scale that day. And yeah, like you can see some slight indents in abs, and obviously my abs got deeper and deeper. But I would do things like, drink a bunch of soda or have a ton of sodium or whatever, really intense day. And then they would be, really cool one day and then kind of like soft and gone the next. Like, it's still there as I leaned out, like even at like 122, 120 wake up, like feeling like they weren't as visible. Well, more like 122. But that's because although I do kind of initially lose fat in that area, I continuously and aggressively was losing fat on my back. So now I'll put a little picture of my back, and also that hurts. I think my back is happier with fat in it. So I don't really like being this lean in terms of how my back feels. I feel like I'm sitting on rocks. It's my hip bones and even my tailbone. But I will further go on about that in a little bit. The other area that seemed kind of weird to lose fat that I didn't really think of because, you know, I don't hold fat in my extremities like a ton, but to still have lost quite a bit of fat in my calves, and now to have a bunch of vascularity for me in my calves and stuff. So those are like the three main areas that I feel kind of caught me off guard. Oh, and lastly, which I could show this pretty easily. No, I can't. I'm wearing long sleeve. But lastly, my triceps and behind. So a lot of people that I've been following, and their journeys, or going back looking at their journeys within the past 4 years, because I do believe, well, actually maybe no, since 2022, because videos older than that, like bikini used to be softer. If you've been following along with any of like the bikini stuff, there's a new division called Fit Model that is kind of, it took on the stallion pose or whatever that pose is, that bikini used to have as an option. So you had your front pose, back pose, and like the stallion pose or whatever that you could do. And now that's not a part of bikini mandatories. So they've made a new division, and it is kind of like a throwback to bikini, but that's not the look of bikini today. So following the preps and the leanness from these videos that are 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, you know, not as true to form for a competition today, but within about like the past 3 years, I think it's still pretty good. And everyone has these forward lines on their shoulders or right here. But for me, I was losing my fat, like, I don't know, back there first. And it's so weird. You can't really see it here, but just the way that arms are shaped, it feels crazy because they can look so huge. But I thought, well, maybe I'm just very much, no, I hold a lot of fat in my arms. So not that I couldn't get, hold on, my brain is frying, one moment. Okay, I'm like, oh, my brain is frying, one moment. Do you know what I did? Do you want to know what I did? Oh yeah, you know, I can't concentrate, I can't think, so I know what I'm gonna do. I cut my hair up. I did that. And now I gotta clean my mess. But I think it looks pretty cute, and I did not go ahead and get it layered or anything like that. I just cut it, and what I did was I set one of my mirrors from the bathroom, I brought it out, I sat it down, and I was using my phone in the bathroom at first, and I got like 4 inches off. Then I had to take like another 2 inches off. I did a pretty good job the first time around, but it was still too long. So what I did is I put my bikini bottoms on, and then girl went and I tried to do it with the back pose, but I went ahead and took, like, you know, what is that? What's that thing? You know the Omni-Man meme, you know, where he's sitting down thick? Basically, I just sat down like that, and I took this mirror, and then I took my bathroom mirror, and I had them angled so that I could see. I took my fingers and I would pull my hair down to the top of the swimsuit bottoms. Well, not a swimsuit, competition suit bottoms. And then I would bring my hands back carefully and cut. And it's decent. So for doing curls, I think that'll help mask. The only thing is I don't have any like face framing or layering, but truthfully, and this is part of my decision to want to do OCB figure and things in the future, I want my hair to be to the bottom of my butt cheeks. I want my hair to be like to the very bottom of my bum, you know? And I like that. I want it to be a flat cut on the bottom where it kind of is like a curtain or a veil. I love that look. I love competing, or at least, yeah, I mean, I'm having a good time. It's stressful, but I'm having a good time. And I want, even if I want to do competing, I still want my hair to be long, more. But I did need this trim. Oh my goodness, when I took those first like 4 inches off, my hair was so soft. It was so, and brushing it was so easy. So I did that. Once it dries and everything, maybe I'll show that off. But that totally got distracted. So here's a little preview of what is to come. I'm still needing to work on keeping my core in, but check the length of the hair. It's up much higher. And yeah, I also have to figure out how the heck I'm supposed to wear this suit. And I'm not sure how well these things go on YouTube. But I see all kinds of other competitor videos on YouTube, so I'm gonna stick with it. But it doesn't cover the glutes anymore, and it used to. Just gotta work on that back pose. Now I'm feeling self-conscious, but I want to be able to share the whole routine. So here I am whining about it when I could have just not posted if I really cared that much. But I feel like putting myself out there, so there you go. There's that. I need to go clean that sippy cup and that board. This is my signing off video. I think my hair looks a lot healthier. I really needed that. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go to bed. I basically took a bunch of practice vids and pics and stuff, and my husband helped take some videos and pictures too. Sent them to my coach, gonna ask for her feedback on like ideas for styling. Hopefully she doesn't say that we need to cut a little bit more hair off. Hopefully that when I actually go in, they can curl it to an extent where it has enough lift, and since I already have curly hair, it should hold, well, wavy hair. It should hold better than if it was like my sister's hair. I'm not trying to throw shade, but her hair's straighter than mine. But yeah, I still have like 90 minutes total of fasted cardio tomorrow. Well, not cardio in general. And I kind of want to just get that done. You know, I just want to get it done and over with. So I'm going to go to bed. If you want to follow along, 7 days away. We're Saturday to Saturday. And yeah, I need to pack. So I'm thinking that's the next video. Will be packing as much as I can. I don't have Bikini Bite-In and things like that, but I can at least start like packing things like my dedicated honey that's not sticky everywhere, my rice cakes, things of that nature. Oh, and gotta cook again, gotta meal prep again. So doing that. All right, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe, feel free to subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, I read them. And yeah, bye.